Chapter 1?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
The real Slay the...
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her.
Okay, we can skip some of these things. Maybe I should... Do we just start... Let's just go with it. Let's go with it, and we're gonna go with it this time.
You make your way up the short path. A warning, she will lie.
Okay, we've heard this before. Lie, cheat, steal. Okay, so we enter the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty.
Okay, so this is new.
The floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. I will take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
You're right. Ooh, so now my little clicker thing has the blade. Enter the basement. Also, the music's gone. Don't like that.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
I feel like
this is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Okay, so I think I messed up again. Her voice carries up the stairs. Oh, don't be a weird voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay. Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
What she looks like.
Walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
Okay.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Bro, why is she Rapunzel for real? What? Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Yep, we're gonna stab her.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
The power of the narrator. Nathan Drake is on my side.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Hell yeah, and I'm gonna do it.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Bro, pull up. I gotta stab you.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
You're right, narrator. Where is it? Are you sure she's not? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping this blade. Drop the blade. See, when you give me a prompt that says drop the blade, this game is called Slay the Princess. You know what? Nah. Drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Man, he sounds irritated.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just talk.
Your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Hello, princess.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Okay.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Look, man. Yeah, it's a pretty awkward. Do you know why I'm here to kill you? She knows that I don't know what I'm doing. No.
You're lying.
How do you know that?
How does she know that?
Don't copy me! Me?
Don't think that just because I'm the one in chains, it means you have a right to interrogate me.
I mean, a little bit. Maybe. Okay, we're talking. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Ugh.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
What do you mean? What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay.
Again, she offers
Alright.
no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer.
I'm gonna keep trying, bro. Nathan, shut up. Shut up, bro. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
What do you mean I can't?
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Why are her eyes like that? I hate
Her
her.
sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she suggests.
Am I chopping her hand off?
She is. I'm sure of it.
I'm chopping her hand off? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
You know what? That is just canonical. Okay, we talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Absolutely.
You know why you're here.
Yes, I do. Slay the print. I am not. Bro, stop. I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. Keep her locked away. I'm going to keep you locked out here at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better. I can decide what to do. Okay, we're going to end. I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
We're getting you out of here.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Come on,
They're
we're getting you
large
out of
and
here.
heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Yeah, I get it.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Don't make the upstairs goofy, brother.
Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay, Nathan, you might be kind of spitting with that. I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break free. And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
What? She was too okay with that.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
That concerns me.
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out.
That's also...
Anything to finally be free.
You know what? That is...
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Why?
Someone else here.
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Would you shut up,
Easier
bro?
for whom?
You, bro.
Easier for everyone.
Bro, Cap and Nathan.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Who's they?
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
What do you mean if I won't like it? What happens if I do that? Slay the print. Oh, that almost got me. I almost was like, okay, well, I'll just slay the princess as I don't have a choice. We're saving her.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain.
Okay.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the
Why is she so casual?
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
Okay, what are you gonna do,
How is
lady?
she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
What are you gonna do?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
You're right. Let's get out of here.
No,
We're getting
you
out of
won't
here.
have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Nathan?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No, I don't. Excuse me?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What? Ooh,
Stop
Warner.
that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back. but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Okay, good job.
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
No, Nathan, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. We are resisted.
The blade. Move the blade.
Hell no.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yep, thank you.
I'll make this quick.
Yep.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
I'm
Then
sorry.
She slits your throat with almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Okay.
This is the end, isn't it?
Well, it is. It definitely
It is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
It was definitely worth it. Prisoner? Okay. So previously, we got to chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah. We are familiar with this. Okay, so
Warning.
we can skip.
No, I didn't.
Wait, voice of the skip.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Wait, that's different. Okay, hold on. We're not gonna skip everything then. I thought we could skip everything, but that's a new voice. We're gonna call him.
The interior of the cabin
this
is
is
less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Okay.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
That's a blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. So I think we're gonna take the approach of just enter the basement.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Steph, stop.
Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical.
Purely hypothetical.
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay.
Turns it against you. She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her.
That's valid.
Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world.
You know what? You're right.
Okay. I'm trusting you.
Don't pick up the blade. Hey, don't I get a say here? What's a big idea?
Yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go. One.
What?
You do exactly that, sweeping the knife from the table before proceeding. to the
Nathan,
basement.
we're gonna need to have a talk,
Don't
Nathan.
worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it.
You know what? You're kind of.
No, you don't
You're right.
have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on.
Nathan, we gotta talk about.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her
Okay,
voice.
so
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first? You walk down the stairs
Whoa.
and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding
She
both
is
her wrists to the
chained
far
up.
wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
yeah.
You notice the empty chain on the wall. Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
What? She knows? I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here. Leave the princess in the basement. I'll stay with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
Okay.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Stab, stab, stab. Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Okay.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
I'm stabbing the out of you. My intentions, what do you mean? Explore. I mean, what happened after I died last time? I think I'm just going to leave you here. Actually, you're not much of a threat to anyone locked up like that. Bye.
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Hey, yo.
Maybe it'll fit.
Hey, yo!
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Don't tell me I can actually expect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I want to.
Why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will.
Let's try it.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
Indeed, Stephanie.
What if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
Ooh, did they pull a switcheroo on me? Is Nathan actually the skeptic? We're gonna inspect it.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
Why'd the music go?
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Whoops.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
This is unfortunate.
Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Wow.
Yes.
Become your own jailer. Well.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Huh. This
What are we
is
supposed to
interesting.
do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
Yep.
That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch? No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
So we're both stuck here. What should we do?
Yep.
Okay, well.
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not. No.
Man, she's very coarse. Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
Okay.
That's rude.
That is rude.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
It is pretty boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't.
Nathan.
Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It
Yeah.
isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How
How exactly does that work?
Captain
It
Crunch.
just does.
Nathan, don't lie to
But
me.
your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
Nathan,
Let me guess. The cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
Stephanie kind of spitting.
You're
So,
correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first. A bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there. But then they get larger and larger.
what you mean?
I don't like small talk. remember?
It's not small talk. This is very important.
Still rude. You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, and watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls. That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode. She hasn't starved. I guess she hasn't. Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement.
This is how we slowly die.
Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly, there are no walls. And then...
And then what?
And... I think he's gone.
Wait.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Music?
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Wait, did I do it? Wait, I think that's a good thing. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Wait, did I do it good?
Why is it here? Why now?
I think I did. Of course, you're scared. This is not the end of you, but it's not. This is the end for you, but it's not the end of me. You're right. It's not.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse.
I'm sorry, other me.
That can't be right. There has to be something more.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror, gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward, they went to gone once again, but you needed to see what's in it. Of course, you've grown. Wait, you've grown? What do you mean I've grown? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Wait, proceed to the cabin. Wait, why is she facing me? You are at the cabin. Wait, why are you?
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Oh. Are you the same as before? As you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child.
I can't handle this music again.
I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Okay. When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
In this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
That is so sweet, but I'm terrified of you, still. You know that in the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
That makes sense. You've been kinder to me than anyone I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
That's interesting. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
So I shouldn't theoretically care if I kill her, right?
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
Valid.
I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Ooh. Ooh. That is a hefty sentence. Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
My joy isn't seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
You know at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Understandable.
We will meet again.
Yes. Oh, jeez. Every freaking time. Everything goes dark and you die.